lost depth. And I think this is the issues you start to see through if you were watching this Liquid team earlier in their run up in kickoff when they were struggling early on. That last BO5 they win against Fnatic. They come in with new comps, new ideas. They said they didn't even scrim that before winning that series. And to me, it felt like even some of the ideas they were coming in here to Santiago with were also being quickly put together and trying to find a theory that works, but not having the depth behind it. And to me, that really got exposed in this matchup. They've played 15 comps so far this year. That's more than like anyone else.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is ludicrous. And I think that just shows you like
it's a quinceañera of competition.
Yeah, they've also played. They've played so many matches too. And I think you really saw it with the Harbor composition that they were running as well. The fact that they were running like the same ult rounds every time they wanted to exec with that. And they had good theory on one half of the map, but not on the other.
Yeah.
You know, like they were running an unusual comp. It's a cool comp. But it's just, how much theory can you really put in when you're being tested like map after map?
And you saw the differences between how they were playing it, Mimi, versus how G2 had approached it and where they decided to slot in the Harbor. It almost felt like in this instance, it was kind of like a, hey, this thing's got buffed. Let's see what happens with it and let's roll with it.
Yeah, I think the defense side in particular looked pretty one-dimensional for them. They were playing so much retake in that half of the map where they're just completely giving up space and not actually using that new tool that the blind that's now been added to Harbor to actually ever fight or try and anchor on these sites. And in doing so, it was super telegraphed. Mates just kept pounding this B site, playing close as Team Liquid tried to retake, and they got completely cooked in that second half.
NRG is one of those teams that you can't do the same thing that you've shown before. They will eat you alive. Their prep is so good. If they know what you're doing, NRG are phenomenally dangerous to go up against. So I think Liquid have got to come out with like new and additional theory, but also they just had like 24 hours to cook it up. So
yeah, which is going to be really hard to do. I think NRG also is a team that is very good at adapting on the fly out of a timeout for Bonkar. You look at the first match Liquid played against T1. That team really didn't adapt it at all, I felt like, in that game. That was a huge failure from T1 to deal with a new comp that came out against them. And I just don't see that repeating today against NRG.
Yeah, it's going to be a tall task, that's for certain. We were talking about that prep work for NRG. It's part of the reason why they've had so much success, especially this year. But, of course, as we asked you earlier in our MasterCard fan poll, which teams you think are going to survive elimination today?
That's tight.
That is a close one. But, you know, it is a little bit representative of the situation that we find ourselves in with both of our matches here, because I think a lot of people are looking at saying NRG world champs are looking pretty good. Liquid maybe going to be in a little bit of a struggle bus type situation if they don't adapt in time, whereas G2 and T1, the G1 matchup, who knows what's going to happen there, because both teams are playing phenomenally.
I think that one's really tough to call, but also 25% of people thinking both America's teams are going on.
Yeah, I know. Those people are mean. I don't know. That's really...
I don't know if I buy that.
Yeah. You think it's fake?
You know what? You don't buy it? Like,
I don't buy
you don't think those are real people?
I'm not saying the poll is rigged. I just personally disagree with
internet theory. Just saying. Anyway, folks, it's time for
what are the games today?
Showdown in skirmish
we have
side select. We got Mata and
NRG
Camo,
TL
which, this
and
is an
G2
exciting
T1.
one. And both of these players here
pretty
really
insane
looking
games,
to give their teammates that edge, but Camo starting things off nicely here, gets himself one on the board.
Camo was really sharp the last time we saw him in skirmish, actually.
We hate watching?
He came out
Wait,
with
did I not cash out?
I like that, you know,
oh
this
my
is a new thing that we're doing this year.
Sure.
But it is a thing that, you know, as we get further and further, I think you start to see people really starting to like lean a bit more into these like critical situations. You need to.
It's like the opening scene of Troy is send out your challenger to define who wins.
I do like the differences in the teams. Like, we're going to send our best mechanical player versus the ones that are like, whatever, our coach can do it. You guys go warm up.
EDG
chill
sent
out.
Jenny.
Yeah.
Imi was playing for Cloud9.
Who we hate watching? Let me think.
I think every time in America he was.
This
honestly,
this
I think that TL has kind of shown they don't have enough depth.
It gives you a potential advantage in map veto.
Sure.
And NRG's been in a weird spot.
Well, I do like.
They don't want to play Bind or Breeze. Recently in America,
I do like TL overall.
And then here at Santiago, they've been getting rid of Bind. Those are two best maps for Liquid.
I think that they're a little bit exposed, bro. I think they're a little bit exposed.
Yeah.
And NRG is pretty good at playing against teams like this outside of their defense. What I will say, there's always a chance here that NRG kind of gets ran over on their defense.
I wonder if maybe there's a world where NRG wants to leave that bind open instead of going to the Breeze, but I think it's
what up, Masuna?
Similar strength for Liquid either direction.
Well,
how's it going, bro?
You won't have to wait much longer because
first
we
match,
have our map picks and bans.
Map pick and bans, that's big.
I'm just doing things.
Yeah.
So this is map selection for TL against NRG.
Oh,
TL won the skirmish, so it's choosing to be Team A or Team B.
NRG.
We're choosing Team A.
Team A.
Over
Okay.
TL.
So Team Liquid, Team A, NRG.
Oh, what do I have for second map? Second map is a bit harder. G2, T1.
We ban Haven.
Damn, bro.
Haven.
That's actually low-key kind of tough because T1 kind of turned up yesterday.
Bind, map peak for Team Liquid.
We pick Breeze.
Find band.
Breeze.
So they go
Yes,
Breeze.
on
That's
Breeze
the one
for
thing I
NRG.
like. Bro, if I'm TL, I'm so comfy. Having two like really
Map
strong
peak
maps,
for NRG.
Abyss.
pretty comfy.
Side on Abyss for
They
TL.
did kind of get smacked on mine though, huh?
We start attack.
Attack.
They're probably low-key happy that they banned bind.
We have Corrode, Pro,
Breeze
and Split.
Abyss.
Yeah. Bind this? We ban Corrode.
Corrode. Last ban for NRG, you have Pearl and Split.
Bank Road.
Ban what, sorry?
What's open?
Pearl and Split.
Pearl is split. Ban split.
Split. Okay, so Pearl is the sider.
He
Side
just
on
banned.
Pearl
He banned
for
Corrode
TL.
even though Corrode was banned.
We start attack.
Attacking?
Attack, yeah.
Okay, that's it.
Dude, it might
Have
sound
fun.
stupid, but if I was the other coach, I would feel kind of confident after that, you know? Like he made a mistake on the ban.
Bonka accidentally revealing more than he intended there by thinking that he was second round banning Corrode, which has historically been an amazing map for NRG. He misunderstood what was happening and didn't want to go to it as the third map.
We're not going to read into that, sure.
That is interesting.
Yeah, also his future opponents are also like kind of like eating right now. Like, wait a sec, they don't like Corrode?
It is interesting
What
to go
the?
Breeze. We haven't seen this since America's.
What up,
for
Ploxy? What up,
NRG. They were
Recovery?
playing the double duelist before
Yeah,
with
it's
that.
their only double duelist map.
Yeah, with Kiko on the Neon, and I'm curious if they stick to that, give him another shot on that.
Same
role.
as
I thought they had some good
same as
theory
yesterday,
there,
I
but then
am
they got absolutely
multi-streaming.
mashed by
So if you guys
MIBR,
hear me
who-
talking to
I mean,
people that
MIBR
are
a
not
great
typing in
team,
chat,
and
then
they're
that's
playing, like, what you would consider to be the
that's
mythical
why.
with the Jet and the Yoru.
And also,
How
they're
am I
just a
doing? I'm
great
doing
Breeze
great,
team.
Recovery.
That's probably their best map.
Doing
But you
great.
might
A
get
little bit
Neon
tired.
head-to-head
Obviously,
here
just
Yeah.
woke
with
up, but
Miniboo versus Kiko
the Epic
on
10
the
ready,
side,
yes
which is-
sir.
That is really strange way to
Epic
begin
10
this
is
series.
Is there any
ready.
world where they don't do that?
Yeah,
and
definitely.
keep
On
Kiko
TikTok, no,
on
I'm
the
streaming
roles
on
he's playing
just
predominantly, or
YouTube
do you
and
think it still makes sense for
Twitch right
Ronaldo?
now.
I do think double duelist is so good on Breeze. It's probably the map
In the
where I think
future,
you're
though,
giving
I
up the
might do
most by
TikTok
not
as
playing
well.
it, but I don't think it's impossible
My
to
cats are
move away.
playing.
You
What
could
are you
also
drinking?
see
Coffee?
him not
Yeah.
be playing the Neon. Like he could
On
be
the
playing
purple app
Jet,
and
for
the
example,
red one, yeah.
Which, you know, it would be a bit like going back
Bonkar
in
just
time for the
accidentally
guy,
exposed to
but
Corrode.
he's-
Yeah, a
he
bit.
was a duelist player before he
I think
swapped
too,
over
like
to
when
smokes, and he's
you're
been playing
you're
quite a
TL
lot
and
of
you
those,
notice
so
like the
I
enemy
wouldn't be
coach
surprised
makes
if
like
they did
a
something
mistake
different.
like that
Yeah,
where
I
he
also
accidentally
would hate to
says
see
something
them
that's
play
like
similar to
completely
the other
wrong.
maps where they play, like,
Kinda
the
tell he's
double
like a little bit
front
out
row
of it.
shooter comps with like a solo Mata duelist
What time
and
is
then
in
like
Chile?
a Astra Viper. I'm
I
fine
got-
with
I-
that,
Time
I
in
but
Chile.
sleep if they play that on Breeze.
but I think
3
it's
PM.
fine. And
Yeah,
These
man.
games
going
actually
into-
are kind of
I
late,
do
huh?
love Kiko on the Neon. when we're watching the
Good
meta,
evening,
'cause
my goat.
Obviously, if you watch him in
I
any
thought
of
their
previous
Corrode was
global
strong for
events,
energy.
you
Yeah,
know
that's
how
why
high
it's so
his
telling,
ceiling is on
Uxie.
that role. So
Yeah.
Why
I
it's
think
so
it would be fun
telling.
to see him get another shot.
Well, we're going
What
to
up,
find out
Nash?
in a little bit, but for now, though,
How's it
see
going,
what
bro?
the predictions are for the broadcast team.
Plips, thanks for the follow.
Who's picking who? And whoa, it is a broadcast
Energy
team
across the
clean
board. I think
sweep
that's
on
fair.
Match 1, whereas match 2
And 50-50 for the second match is also pretty
not
telling.
Sure where that one is going to lie. But
Pansy
I think the
7-1,
second game
by
is
the way.
The G2 versus T1
Sideshow
game. It's the first
8-0.
one where I genuinely think
Damn.
Josh, you're 8-0.
Yeah, it's not going to last today, though. That G2 T1 game, I am not confident in that pick whatsoever.
Oh, okay. I'm confident. I'm
1 a.m.
always
for me right now?
confident. That's why I
Damn,
picked G2
bro.
every single time. Never been wrong yet.
You like still haven't slept or you like woke up?
The fact that all of us have gone NRG
What up, Lopez?
here again shows how much Team Liquid
Yo,
are
my goat is
underdogs,
watch partying?
shows that the lack of depth
Yeah.
that they showed strategically.
Yeah, I
is
do
a
be
big
watch
worry
partying,
for
bro. This is
people,
like my second time
and the fact that
multi-streaming.
Channel Mate set out a blueprint of how you counter that
That
style.
was the thing for me, Mimi. I just saw a team that really could not
Can't wait
figure
to
out
see
how to
Scuba
change
jump
things
off
up
of
when
this
they needed
again.
to most.
Yeah, this is a team who's come in with
Just
kind of
imagine Bonkar
last-minute
did that on purpose
compositional
to bait
changes
next
with good
teams. I
theory
think they will
to
ban
beat
Corrode.
teams out.
There's
That's
no
what
way
they did against
recovery. There's
Fnatic.
a
That's
0%
what they've already
chance.
tried to
You
do
saw
here,
the
but failed against Mates.
so
NRG
the head
is a
coach
team
is
that
here,
has
the
so
assistant
much
coach is
more
here.
depth.
As
I
soon as
think
he
it's
said
gonna take something
Corrode, he started
totally
like
unprecedented
pumping
for-
him. He
for
was like,
Liquid.
hey, 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 yo, yo, yo.
They're
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. Get ready because it's going to be awesome, folks. We got 10 seconds to throw this bad boy to walk our teammate or our players out.
G2's gonna
me.
beat
It's do
T1.
or
Haven't
die.
slept.
Playoffs is on the line. Day 5
Back,
of
bro.
Masters Santiago starts
1 a.m. Not
right
even that
now.
bad, bro. Someone actually has to bait like that. You know, you guys are smart. I'll keep that in mind. When I go back to coaching, I got you guys. Mr. Fizzer, thanks for the follow. And Shromek FPS, thanks for the follow. It's honestly probably good tech. What up, Nolicious? Who do you got winning, Liquid or NRG? It's gotta be NRG. Gotta be NRG for this one. Okay, hold on. Let me try to sneak this in real quick. I'm gonna look at their stats from... Alright, let's watch him walk out, then we'll go back to that. Look at this min-maxing. What are your preds on an easy day? I'll probably take T1 over G2 if I'm being honest. I have Liquid losing to NRG, and then I have very slight advantage, I think, T1 to G2.
Can Liquid survive the onslaught, or
are you going to become the NA Slicky? I'm all for it.
Keep themselves in this competition? Mimi,
I guess so. In some regard, yeah. That's probably my focus.
It's been so rare to see a champions winning team not just keep their roster together in its core, but to actually find success after that. I think it's a huge step on that journey for NRG if they can
TL make it through. Been supporting Liquid for 2 years, so tough to see G over Snats.
Legacy.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I think that TL has like
and the difference in expectation,
TL has a lot of promise, really, but I think against an NRG that kind of understands their identity, it's kind of hard, man. TL's gonna have a very, very challenging
for Team Liquid. Remember, they had to rebuild this team almost entirely.
Hey man, I've been enjoying the content recently. Thank you, Sprite. Appreciate that, bro. Thanks for the follow as well.
With such less experience.
Are you expecting something from Seed 1 China for playoffs?
I think objectively one of the best
unfortunately not.
That VALORANT has. He's led so many.
I'm not gonna lie, as bad as EDG did look,
but it's been years since we've
EDG was actually like a pretty good team in China. I think like a lot of the play that they showed throughout this tournament is not to that same level, for sure.
Opportunity for him
NRG win a G2 in, NA believer.
Standing in the way, that man right
for me, XLG were better than EDG. I mean,
if you listen to him, he
XLG
says he
is kind of like,
and I believe it. I believe it. I've never seen a player in my years working as a caster, as a host, across all sorts of games.
Once again, I only really watch the qualifying matches, so my read is kind of based purely off of that. And EDG showed like a lot of promise. What up, King XC?
But it's rare to see a leader that can bring that out.
Don't worry, man. I'll be streaming every single day of the tournament.
Has been able to do with his teams.
What do you think of the Neon Waylay comp that we run?
Bring out players that have had opportunities before, haven't managed to reach
I think that
what an opportunity
Neon Waylay.
to start off on the right foot.
The only thing that's a bit awkward is when you're on attack. If the enemy actually plays a hard hold to choke, and you have no pop flash to get through, it could be pretty hard to actually exec.
And the strength of those, the comfort there, it would be here to start.
But if you end up getting free sights over and over, like, pretty fucking nice. Good morning for you? Yeah, it's 10 a.m. right now. Woke up a little under an hour ago.
We had Kiko up here. He talked about the
Still kind of waking up a bit, getting my coffee in.
I will say that is a real danger
like I mean in China kickoffs?
I see.
I mean, overall, EDG did have third seed.
Interestingly though, this is one of the maps, yes, that Team Liquid still play
hyper-aggressively,
but I think the map itself is more suited to their play style.
Bro, how's there two Soladas, bro? Explain that.
Super aggro, but it's unconventional.
Yo, which one do you even stream on, bro?
Are pushing the map to its absolute limit.
Am I following both?
Am
I supposed to follow both?
Works. You can play these fast, really quick retake
styles by
pushing out on defense, and then get really aggro.
I think the best thing for Liquid in this run to qualify to this event and in their group stage thus far has been how solid their team fighting is. This map really exemplifies that. Look at the comps.
Alright, guys.
Is a switch up. Kiko returning to that jet for the first time.
Can we ask you a question about 100T? Where are you going in the future? I don't want to be rude. Yeah, of course.
This is Kiko
right now, I'm like kind of taking a break, waiting for like a really good opportunity. I've had some offers, but they kind of just don't make sense right now. Like either like way too low pay, like unlivable wages, or like basically like tier 2 is kind of the same situation.
Yeah, starting on defense too.
Dix, who are we repping today? I mean, I hope NA wins both, but I think that I like logically have NRG favored and T1 slightly favored. I think G2 showed a lot of issues with their dimension. Like it feels like they're playing this like identity of like a fast style, but they haven't fully fleshed it out yet. They need to have, if you're an aggressive team, you need to be able to like kind of pace change a lot. You need to be able to speed up and slow down like on a dime. But G2's been kind of showing that they kind of have their pacing fucked up a bit.
You know, this is a squad, Mimi, that really at a moment's notice can give you
They're playing a little bit too fast.
A
little bit too fast at moments, a little bit too slow at moments. Felt like first map, they kind of came out with like a let's play fast, like fast as fuck. Second map, you could still see some kind of like aspect of that.
And look,
G2 chose the wrong time to change personality. I mean,
Nah,
nah, probably not, right? Because that's how they qualified to the tournament. Without that, they wouldn't have.
Flipping things up here, Mike. Where's your mind going?
I mean, I'm so excited to see the change as well. Kiko, something that we've talked about a lot domestically previously. Here, kind of going against the grain a little bit in terms of the pick, but I absolutely love the switch up here in terms of taking the fight to Liquid, as I said, towards the top.
Also, I need to say T1 too, because they're literally my team that's winning the tournament in my pick'ems, man.
Both of us back to NRG here though, but there is a world where Liquid can activate. I think I just need a little bit more of it.
Yeah, Sean saying T1, yeah.
To be honest,
T1 skull emoji, bro. Alright, let's lock the fuck in, guys. Let's see it. This is TL's map pick. Let's see the guns. 3 Sheriff, 3 Sheriff.
It's easy to sit here and say Minibu needs to do better on some of these aggressive plays, but if that's being called,
very little util here.
Somebody needs to call a breather.
I like the TL comp.
To slow down and take stock of the situation.
I've always been a believer in this kind of
first it would be Team Liquid on
comp.
The attack and NRG waiting
Neon, Omen,
on the defending side.
super undervalued agents on Breeze.
Here. We spotted out.
Both teams have an Omen actually. Pretty cool.
Progress here as Liquid try and just drift out through main. And Kiko going to open up here. Minibu down already.
We had 2 people there, but Camo's not holding opposite.
And again, I do want to see how Minibu slots in.
Did he get timing there? Wasn't like super locked in.
Very informative.
He went really, yeah.
Again, if you
Dog also in the YouTube chat.
No.
I mean, but he's in such
a great
position.
Oh, here's it.
However, Camo's checked this. Ooh, and Wayne's the one to land it. All right, a little bit of hope there.
Okay, traded back.
Some of that
Vado took a big risk there.
But Nats
is deep on site, bro.
Working on that
just straight up picks across the board.
Later rotation.
Found space on the other side of Mada.
No element of team play yet.
Forwards. Will be here
no way Nats actually walks into mid-air. He gets the timing across.
Just dropped, and he does get caught by Ethan
there.
It's
3 full ISO fights.
Purpo!
Wow, Purpo goes big. Another ISO fight, by the way. Lower the stream volume slightly. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Is down, so he's got a time limit on this one.
9%. Starting it off with only isolated fights today.
Already revealed.
Look who's in the corner. Wayne waiting.
Scuba's a bit doomed here.
Chances. It's a matter of moments. Ooh, that was a
little bit of nerves. All good though.
There, but great stuff from Liquid.
That's with the lurk already. Yes, sir.
With what we saw from Marder there, that push through, that would have been enough to pretty much determine the round.
Yeah, I mean the
deathmatch pistol. Yeah, everybody's just walking around. I don't like how they cleared that space though.
Again, just leave it
Neon and Yoru. Looks like one should hold right, the other one holds like holds to left. They walk up each side of main. You said ISO. Did you mean isolated or like an ISO? Isolated, yeah.
Liquid on the board early on here. And to be honest, low-hanging fruit, sure, but you're looking for some of these aggressive, fast and loose rounds to go in Liquid's favor.
Okay.
Expect them to dust off.
Anti-eco for TL.
Pretty bitter loss previously.
Close any ults? No, not quite. Pretty spread. Pretty spread across the board. Nobody got funneled a bunch of kills.
Taking silly risks or making silly mistakes. And around like this, I want to keep my eye towards Liquid. Good positioning from NRG, and it's traded again. Marder and Ethan doing enough.
I like the high-lows. I always love the high-lows on
yeah, you're right. I didn't
these
even
rounds.
notice that. He comes away barely alive.
Also, it kind of goes without saying, maybe this wouldn't be obvious to most. If they're sitting in a high-low here, that means that somebody's focused over here.
And that's being the safe pair of hands, making sure that re-aggress towards elbow is
so they could low-key read that somebody else is holding their mid.
And that's good work
as a result of the setup that these two have.
Sure they caught the aggression.
Again, you can see both teams trying to find this space. Lucky to even go away with the round here, considering a 2 for 2. NRG unfortunately just can't get to those weapons, capitalize on the further damage.
Just remembered your ascent, 4-man high low on eco. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that was a good one. We love doing those strats, man. I'm glad that more teams are taking that approach.
No notable old progress.
We always called it a Astralis, and we would just always do these like crazy stacks. Try to find spots on the map that have a lot of elevation.
Again, posturing up.
Yeah, they're so happy to go aggressive, and the timing
and
is just
Omen is so strong at A-main.
for Camo to not let middle basically fall into the hands of NRG.
They actually don't play off it like literally at all.
Kiko clean with it. That's Wayne gone. Again,
probably worried because it's anti-eco, right?
So
this one way baited an early drone, and then he blinded it back. Problem is the blind is completely useless. They're not going to like actually fight off of it. So I don't like the blind usage, but they take the long range fights only.
Yeah, and I think they're going to give it a
try. Scuba could be cooked here.
Oh, he's still not landed the shot.
Wow, man.
To win that.
Well done.
10 HP, and he is just keeping them on their toes. Purpo would love to clear this, but Scuba,
wow.
The 10 HP hero.
Wow, good mechanics.
No
Predictions?
Right
I've got NRG. I've got T1.
Well, so Liquid not able to convert
NRG
T1.
What up, FaZe? How's it going?
That is so ballsy. Swing this. Again, those are the sort of plays NRG need to make. Don't allow Nats to set up early. Nice! So well.
Okay, fourth round. Fourth round is usually anti-strat. The gun versus gun round. Let's see it. What do we have prepared, guys? What do we have prepared?
I'm just so excited to see this kind of like Nats.
We're double holding a deep mid push, side of TL, double holding an A, B, and elbow push.
Obviously, and the ability that
very, very slow start here. The goal to kind of wait out this Omen one way, and then kind of decide where they want to go. Wait out the Yoru TP. Another pretty classic strat. You see 120 is when this Yoru TP faded. Now there can be really no fast reaction. And based on where the Yoru is playing, you can't really have a fast rotate TP, you know what I mean? You could throw it into spawn, but that's about it. And it really depends on where he's playing. If he's down mid like he is, then obviously he can only kind of go backward.
They have to dig a lot deeper, Liquid, if they do want to get further info, or they go in blind and hope for the best. Maybe they can put it together as they go in, but they still have the dart, I guess, with Purpo, so... And Brock now noted, that's pretty big. They do bide their time. There we go, Miniboo towards site.
They do have Yoru here for this.
That is great utility usage, as Miniboo wants to try and work off that. But Scuba still holding his ground, and Marder never gonna let it slip. It's down to Purpo and Miniboo, and they are surrounded. Great damage! Liquid finding stability on the site, but Kiko now knocking at the door. Can't take the point.
Man.
Miniboo outdoes him, but
Ethan always had the weirdest crosshairs, bro.
On the site to be had here. It's a wraparound.
Fast wrap from Miniboo.
And great damage on Purpo.
That's good info, and he stays alive.
Still, it's going to be hard to get past or consider.
He's not going to expect Miniboo.
To this. He had a look.
He did expect Miniboo. Just on a slightly earlier or slightly later timing, man.
Back and forth there.
I mean, Marder just going straight forward here when Liquid actually struggled to scale forwards to capitalize on this reveal.
Nat's out low because he thought the all by light armor. Yeah.
Slow things down here.
Honestly, it's pretty fair play for both teams.
But it's actually the response.
Taking a shit while watching Tony. My goodness, such a good morning. Wow. Thank you, Asada Weeb. Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Again, those couple of kills, really, really key. As you said, NRG kind of won that.
Really interesting that TL's playing slow against NRG while they're running it down against T1.
How's the buy looking? Ooh, a bit shaky now.
I think that TL, I mean, these people are, you know, the coaches and the players are smart people. I think they could easily understand kind of what at least they should kind of improve on. Learn from their series. I think they definitely need to have a bit more of a pace change.
Yeah, that was risky. But Miniboo still put in some work.
I do think that this probably will be.
And only Marder and Ethan alive.
This will be the hard side for NRG, I think.
He's on a stinger as well.
First, it's TL's best map. First, it's TL's best map. Second,
you got my attention here.
Second, you have to realize as well, NRG's defense has always been a bit lackluster. I liked what I saw out of the first gun round, though. The fact that they actually played to super turtle backside. Like playing to turtle backside was good. I think that Scuba, when NRG has bad defense on B, right? It's almost always the same thing. Scuba tries to play close at ladder, and then he just gets ran over, and the trades just happen instantly.
Switch that up now. Maybe consider a different rotation here, and potentially why we're seeing this timeout called so early on from NRG.
11 a.m. to 6 to 7.
Carbon copy.
Seems about right.
Late round piece.
No, he said the thing, bro. You think Pete said that on purpose, the 6-7?
Much pressure to Liquid on the
He's that kind of guy, actually, huh?
Base win condition coming out of this timeout for NRG. Obviously, do some damage here. Stop Liquid.
Did not say that on purpose. Yeah, bro. We believe you, bro.
These first cycle
we believe you.
Are going to be crucial for Liquid.
Speaking of Liquid, we were kind of looking towards
Bind is CL's best map. Yeah, Bind is up there as well, but they did kind of get rolled literally yesterday. So they're probably feeling like, maybe Breeze our best map, guys.
Set Miniboo up very nicely towards his site. Takes good adaptation, and kind of that route change from Miniboo was lovely.
We're only doing 5 days at the moment. I mean, to be fair, Pete, 2 days off, 5 days when you're off season, I think is... Wait, we did that, no? Am I crazy? You were a coach, you hear the players come, right?
When he's hot.
The hot is...
You're the player comms, right? So in theory, you could ask a player. Yeah, players can ask for a timeout. I think it's happened one time. I think for me it happened one time, if I remember correctly.
5 play stack towards the A site for NRG. Eggs in one basket.
If I remember correctly, I think Busio asked for one timeout. Pretty rare, though, to be honest.
In place. The wall to come down here. Mada, I guess we'll get contact early enough that somebody else can swing onto this angle, but I'll argue the range is just going to suit.
The point you made about NRG, Veto? You're going to have to remake that point, bro.
We'll catch it, spot here.
I think that's Ethan who got caught. Maybe actually trying to encourage this.
Yeah, this is the eco, and they are on the right bomb side.
But the diligence is there.
Really slow diligence on those clears.
Now, but it could still get scary. This
I think
is
this
right? And they are
neon wall is kind of creating some problems.
Every opportunity for Brock to do this.
And that neon wall definitely created some problems. But they know majority are here now, right? Like they saw Shock and Molly.
He's alive.
They saw Shock and Molly. They know that they're both here.
Now, how long? Brock's seen. Scuba
they could have just went B, forced them to take the longer range tools, but that's all good.
Yes, but stability in the end for Liquid.
Great freeze call there from Nats.
In order to win, you have to pick Breeze or Bind.
And the Hunter's Fury, unfortunately, has to be diverted towards main. Could have really eaten Liquid alive in that choke point.
Oh, you're saying, I see. So you're saying that TL has a good stylistic matchup because they're like a Breeze and Bind team? Go B and you give up the rifles, Tony? Come on.
Very stacked ult cycle here coming into round 7. Yes, there's ults on the other side.
I mean, fair play.
But Ethan doesn't really get them much.
Any support to help with the...
Bowls? Yeah, good one, guys. Good one, guys.
Still going to try and play in Kiko. They don't like it. They've got the ult orm. They don't need to go any further.
Okay, bro.
Backpedal from
don't worry, I've got the coffee going in my system right now.
Curiosity will be kept in check for now. Not going to overextend here. And Liquid kind of toying.
We have a lot of ults on the side of TL.
Taking their time.
The snowball is real here, man.
Not leaving anything.
Snowball is very real. On the gun round, we have all the ults in the world.
Rock with a late drone. Can't spot anything here, so Camo going to be able to open up the B site with his ultimate.
And last time around, there's no real respectability, and Marder gets away with murder.
Like
Miniboo's gone down. Hunter's Fury from further away, but Marder just in between these players. Dividing and conquering. Camo, though, answering back, and he thought he had stability. It wasn't the case. Still a player on backside. Kiko on rotation.
TP's not noted.
Ethan, that's going to be a spot.
What I really like,
Yoru becomes predictable at this point.
Yoru ults, okay?
Can he do anything else
Picture this. Yoru ults.
Look at Brock's position.
Seconds.
Into B.
Know it.
Who's going to flash out the choke?
A mile away.
Maybe a chance to remove.
When Yoru's ulting, who's flashing the choke?
Blades as well, but
no one.
NRG just tucked in now. That's
Omen? Well, the choke, you don't. Even if you get Omen blind, right? You're still getting max value at the choke.
Even posted up on this.
Because you can still see it. You're nearsighted. So when you hear a Yoru ult, playing in smokes very, very hard for Yoru to clear.
unfortunately.
There's a good chance that you should have missed it. So him playing close to the orb here.
I think he popped it earlier on the round.
Him playing close to the orb here.
I think maybe just the right
is really good for 2 reasons. One, he can dodge the Euro ult, and 2, there's never going to be a single flash that comes through that orb. You aren't in the same bracket, but you are still insane. Yo.
Oh, he's singing rounds like that. It's just like, yeah, okay, he's
Are you using Epic Pen? I wasn't using it there, but I do have it, yeah.
Playing ahead here, Marder again. We ask a lot.
Just said you're not in the same tax bracket, bro. You gotta work on that, Salada.
Who's found a bit of space through middle, gets held towards the site. Scuba in between a rock and a hard place. Found his body to drop. That's Miniboo gone. Big damage from Scuba. Great.
Man, I love how they're playing though. I love that they're actually playing these like close angles. Obviously, this is a Viper ult, but feels like NRG is getting a bit more loose. On the defense, I think the thing that's hardest about defense is like trying to find ways to get proactive fights and show individuality. Because especially for teams like NRG, they are definitely a lot more disciplined, so they play like pivots only. I always like when I see players playing close. Feels like Scuba and Mada kind of take that role for this team.
Just smothering the site.
Much better read of the situation here. NRG able to get a couple of freebies.
How many rounds does NRG need for this half?
Out Team Liquid again. That's just stuck in double doors here. There's a window of chance, but as soon as this smoke expires,
any amount of rounds is fine if they win pistol on the next half.
There's ultimate.
Just the classic.
And I think it's something the desk was talking about, though, that I think that NRG are one of the teams that are very good at once they figured you out.
I think that also NRG is probably a bit better on attack.
They are really,
in this scenario.
Really good at then just making it hard and then put it onto Liquid to adapt back, right?
I'd say 5 is doable.
Yeah, and that was the issue the other day. Obviously, we're only talking about the one map in particular, but we never saw.
Did y'all note the Phantom on Breeze? I mean, to be honest, Phantom is just broken.
So obviously, here on attack, the aggression is welcome.
One of our so NRG. You guys remember the NRG 22? Like this is when the light armor thing happened. The light armor, where we all did that theory. Yeah, we only bought light armor.
There are certain rounds.
Obviously, this is a bit different now.
Run on repeat.
Because of just some changes, but the analyst that came up with this point about light armor.
On these flanks, on these late wraps behind
execution. Lost my point, man. Lost my point.
It just causes so many problems.
Oh yeah, he did math based on like what the average fight was. Like he checked the stats. And the average fight in Valorant, even when Breeze was in the map pool, was 15 meters.
The kind of swing and roundabout of momentum.
15 meters was the average fight in Valorant.
I think they've got that solution in mind. Here's the time for the answer back. This is when
and this, if you guys know, pretty fucking close range. So Phantom, even on bigger maps, pretty close range.
Small variation in how they were scaling through. This time
hey Tony, have a good stream, brother. Thank you, bro. What up, Wildfire?
Potentially gonna be a problem, and Marder here as
well. Low key behind like 12 seconds if you care. Yeah, between rounds I'll fix it. I'm also on Twitch though. Do other people use YouTube?
Actually tagged up 30 HP. Is able to get out.
Do other people use YouTube when they're doing the code stream? You guys know?
Full 5v5 here. The pit will lay out over the plant as well.
Yeah,
if I'm allowed to do it, I could definitely do that.
Just scaling into that front
I'd have to check the like streaming guidelines.
Denying any picks coming in from
like they played fully out here.
Is there? Scuba, how did you get
they played fully out versus Viper ult.
So then Miniboo's got to catch that cross. Good punish on one, but
good by Miniboo, man.
Nats now needs to come into effect, as does Purpo. Miniboo's got 2 to hand. Oh, he can't get the second. A valiant attempt, but down to 2. Purpo and Nats on the site itself. Purpo on the free fight.
That got weird. That got really weird.
Leaving it all down
Nats gonna have to go crazy.
The man who can be ice cold. Oh, just gets caught at the end by Scuba.
Close.
Bloody hell, though. What a battle for the
What's your YouTube question? I'm confused.
It's just a little overzealous to come out of the
back
of this pit. Again,
when they stream, so for example, I'm watching the Twitch stream.
Where that shipping container is. Go for the spam.
I'm watching the Twitch stream.
Then
but I know that the YouTube stream is faster.
But Scuba catching Wayne
because you can, you know, speed it up.
Camo is.
Just no man's land then. Ooh.
Those watch partiers watch on YouTube.
And the difference that could have made to have Camo there,
Xfero,
right? If he was in the right
welcome,
place
bro.
for it.
Maybe reading that a couple of these bodies are cycling back through mid, not through spawn, but
thanks for the follow, bro.
There's effectively 5 members of NRG.
I see. Okay, I'll fix it after this game, guys. I'll fix it after this game.
Where Camo swings.
Because I don't want to be behind, you know?
So we'd seen Marta testing middle a couple of times, playing for the smoke. This
Even
time
if it's
around,
by 5 seconds, I don't want to be behind.
Instead.
Now, yeah, less the purchase here, but does have a Guardian. Has
Go around.
Yeah.
Man, I love the creep up B.
Oh no!
Okay, that's kind of sad.
Really, Wayne.
I try.
Gonna do well to get one back.
I try.
That B side seem a little bit more feasible, but there's still Scuba. Oh, that's a shot. Wayne, you've made this one feel possible.
This one does feel possible. 3v3.
Playing with the pack as well. He's not separated from the others. You can see the turn of attention from Marta, potentially positioned to try and catch where Nats may be. And now you find out, turning back towards middle. Scoob's
guys.
Oh, he's gone away with it here. Yeah, just going to be caught. Okay. Nats trying to get towards site. They're holding those deeper lines, making it really hard to break through further.
He's actually going to play for it. He's going to ult the bomb.
For sure.
Oh, shit.
15 seconds away from another smoke. Does have the power.
Wayne Aura bomb.
For Wayne to clutch up. Something you've done many times back in the EMEA towards the end of kickoff.
How's he want to play it? Well, they're going
Plans get close.
Wayne, this would be magic for you. The timing, the smoke goes out.
He knows, Loki, based on crowd.
Yeah!
Wow, man.
Wayne!
Wow.
Just work in the clutch, finding both players, starting this
well
round
done,
and
man.
ending it.
Eco round.
Fantastic work from him. Almost becoming a trademark in the clutch.
4 is enough, part 2.
Finds the kill onto Brook as well.
Wow, man.
Again, the spacing here, I don't think NRG expected him to be so deep towards double doors. Massive clutch for Wayne.
Love how everybody stands up, bro.
I wasn't expecting to see there, but beautiful, beautiful
Lucio
stuff.
lives on through everybody.
NRG's reaction is to go for a walk. So they're going to try and get elbow control while Liquid eye up the site itself. How far does Kiko go? There are players watching this.
Far enough.
Great jiggle, man.
Purpo, very diligent. But Miniboo's been let off the leash. There's 2 players to fall.
Wow.
Yeah, he's starting to feel that rhythm now.
Wow, he just really had perfect timing, didn't he?
Freebies here and Liquid now.
This bomb site can be so awkward to try to watch the main. Good shot, man.
Yeah, that was quick. That was quick. But does it change the outcome now? Gonna note Miniboo and potentially
Rock has a lot of space here.
Great information. They found 3 players from this.
You are not that comfy if you're TL. That smoke makes it a bit more comfy, I'm not gonna lie. That smoke was very nice. That smoke was extremely nice.
Again, that's what's slowing down this retake here for NRG.
Didn't have my pen on.
Great time buy up. You kind of have to respect it, right? You got to keep it in mind, but Miniboo's gone down. Ethan gonna find another. It's Wayne again.
Oh my God, Wayne!
Now for the man, leaving Kiko
this orb actually
these last 2 players,
completely missed, but it was the perfect orb for the situation.
This deal. And Wayne looking to punish on the way out. Kiko, you don't get to keep it.
Wow,
Brilliant
gets the op out too. And you could tell, like, the way that TL played this post was so
rounds, as you said, from Wayne.
So what's the word? Full passive, because they're so afraid of peeking into the op on accident.
Try exploring the map, and again, it's just a little bit of space.
And honestly, dude, the presence of an op in a game,
unfortunately, they can't catch.
It's so broken. It's like it cannot be understated. If you don't know exactly where the opper is,
super talented individual,
you're just all envisioning a world where the opper is only holding you.
Again, questions around the move.
So everybody just sits in spots they don't want to peek at all. Wish I was more like Wayne. Sean, what are you on about, bro? From North Thunder.
Put outside A once more for NRG.
You see how every team has 3 to 4 players that can be X Factors?
Anticipating.
Yeah. I like watching, honestly, teams that have more X Factors, or at least like more levels of individuality. Fun to watch. Feels like NRG realistically has like 2 to 3 more so. These 2 are pretty deady to like support only. And then Scuba has some moments. Scuba has some moments. Mata's like for sure an X Factor for them.
Double doors pinch.
Lots of individuality.
Hunter's Fury and vulnerability, that's an issue. Liquid looking like they're in the blender. Camo's
man, I'm not gonna lie, I think I don't think I hate a strat more than whenever I see teams try to go down through a Viper ult when they don't have like really good ults to make it happen.
Immediately, and Kiko's already in the back lines here.
Need to have some really good ults to be justifying going through the Viper ult.
Perfect work. And yet for Liquid, just
clean round, clean punishes. They got 5. Pistol makes it 7-7 or 5-9. Pistols are broken.
Towards double doors here. If you're reading this as a solo hold behind the pit, wasn't really enough.
Honestly, a 5.5 for both teams.
Shift towards the back side of it.
Yeah, we've seen the kind of the tales of 2 halves in one at this point. 5 to 7, a very close affair.
Expect Ethan Yoru.
Too far away.
Kiko used to be a TL member. He knows Nats rat spots. That is true. That is kind of the story of this matchup, huh?
Can I help you, sir?
And Nats, it's not like Nats has different rat spots every time. For sure.
The better deal on one of these fine cars.
I think the funny thing is, right? It's like if you don't play in the region, you wouldn't really know, right? When you play against Nats for the first time, most players on NRG have only watched Nats play probably, I would say, their most recent matches. That would probably be like the overall amount of games that they actually prepped for TL. Like one of each map from the most recent. So unless there was like a highlight play, you wouldn't really know Nats' spots. In the same way that like PRX doesn't know that Calm wraps every round. You know what I mean? Like all the NA players would be used to like Calm wraps for the most part. He still gets away with it though. But like PRX as an example, it's like they would just not know. So like the inter-regional stuff, usually it's kind of interesting in that regard. You hear TL has played 15 comps so far this year? I did see that, yeah. I did hear that. That is like pretty crazy. I think that's a really hard approach to take. A really, really hard approach to take. Have you heard from Busio? He doesn't post at all. Apparently he streamed Deadlock the other day. He's been playing a lot of Deadlock. That's all I know.
Can't help but to love this crowd, man. So much energy here. At 5 to 7. They're in for a good game today, and they are certainly up for it.
Bros, so mad because yesterday all of like the entire day CapCut, which is like the video editing software that I use, that was down literally all day, so I almost broke my streak. Fortunately, I got to post at like 11:45 last night, like right before. So I keep the streak, but it's a close call, man. One video a day stays alive.
Clearly didn't work.
Val needs Busio back. He's such a character. I love Busio, man.
How proactive will it be? Pistol round.
But I don't think Busio wants Val back in his life.
Crunch towards double doors. Scuba.
Wow, that is a really cringe angle. I won't lie.
Nats-esque position.
Well, NRG have just walked A.
These are. Oh my God! They didn't hear the TP, and Brock is probably. Oh my God! He's actually diligent here.
Couldn't quite make it around the corner, so Liquid's 3 stack of players patrolling
wow.
the map. And
they were playing this angle to spot a B push.
On the wrong side of the map, and you've got a 3v5 to hold.
They were doing a high-low on an off angle to spot the deep B push.
How much time can they even buy in this to allow?
Man, there was a real world, like, if they're even just slightly more on that side. I believe it's like 50 or 40 meters for Yoru TP audio.
Well, yeah,
like they're pretty damn close on that, man. That is like really, really tight.
To be invested as Camo starts to clear. Down on 45 and mini boost pretty low as well. They got to get moving. Great stall on the paranoia.
That's a really important stall timing. That actually gets Kiko into the post line area.
Now there's problems, Kiko.
Oh my God.
You're not gonna do this to your own team. Oh, I think you just might be 4 kills.
Well done, man. Well done.
But you are perfectly on time.
Great adjustment from NRG to lead.
The plant was perfect, by the way.
Open up the possibility.
Slutty, you question mark? Is the other guy shooting? It didn't really seem like it, I won't lie. It's like he just stood there and just stared at him, bro.
Easy pickings for him here.
Nah, he has a ghost though, right? Just don't see the tracers? It does look like it though, I won't lie. Looked like he was just standing there staring at him like...
benefit of the doubt, but I wouldn't say one tapped.
Okay, just
that's funny as fuck, bro.
This time. No real
Don't look at the score, guys.
Hear all of this. They're a little ahead of the paranoia though, so they're not capturing.
Oh, he actually cleared him on the dash. And the dart is in smoke.
The shot, but then it kind of falls a bit short. It was a nice little try there.
Okay.
We get too much more than that. As it is just the classics to remain. So the plant's in, and NRG would love to keep 4 standing.
Definitely, even with limited investment. Not sure what Brock dropped actually. Ethan certainly can go forwards.
Yeah.
I mean, having Kiko and Mada.
A lot of teams have kind of like favored this FPX buy.
Their ults here.
I think the most interesting new buy that we saw was from T1, right? T1 did like triple Sheriff, double Marshall. Oh, that was kind of interesting.
Side of Camo and Purpo.
Marshall's so OP on second round. Especially on Breeze, man. And it only costs 900. It's basically a pistol.
I didn't expect you
to
be
happy with that
damage.
damage.
I'll give you that. So they do keep 2 of the rifles.
But at the same time, yeah, it's like the way they built the buy, it's like quite literally double rifle is all they cared about getting away with.
Replay, but still, I mean, the prize possession's making it out.
You mean the I want to lose the anti-eco buy? It's not that bad.
It won't necessarily affect the purchase here. It's some light shields inside these rifles.
If they get forced on, then obviously it's terrible, but...
Nice from Camo, though. He's been a little quiet.
Marshals are broken second round.
He was one of the players
Marshals are insanely broken second round.
Qualify here became pretty essential.
Okay, NRG did get the pistol.
When the commitment came to Camo being this second duelist, certainly pivotal to their success. Slower rounds here, and these are the ones I look towards.
Marshall is dead ass so much fun on ecos. I mean, yeah, bro. Literally just walking around with a fucking bazooka. Just no scope, one shot everyone.
Just kept trying to hammer. Some of these pressure points on the map. NRG well equipped here. They're dealing with that. Not actually.
I don't remember what match we watched, but we saw a guy Marshall no scope someone from here to here, and it actually worked. I was just like, bro, like, how is this even like a reality? That the person that's here knows that he can still kill the guy that's over here with a no scope. Like, what?
What's the hold gonna look like? Because we saw that, to be fair, NRG was struggling to deny the springboard in. Kiko's there, gonna immediately remove Miniboo, but a great bit of damage back from Nats.
Bro,
3 kills. You
Nats getting 3 there is
he
crazy.
Has put in a shift this round, finding just that point to play from. Kiko is on turret duty, defend and deny. He can't do it. Wayne's given them a chance here.
What a catch.
That's not good. Scuba actually has
Scuba
scope.
Now.
And a big to convert it now.
It's a 1v2 for him.
But it is their bonus, so
back behind
even if they lose, it's not the end of the world. But
just a glance back.
There is a world for sure. I want to see him kind of, yeah.
Keep in mind,
I like
Wayne
this.
is a little lower.
You peek on timing every now and again, bro. You're gonna get smoked.
There goes the paranoia. Spray in.
I guess
Not
the
gonna get
spam.
the smoke. Yes. Wayne goes out. Another tap. He now knows both players. He can't.
He did a good job to ISO the fight, though. You guys saw that? He went wide on the angle because he expected the guy to come out the smoke. He knew the other guy was like hard tuck left.
Smokes here. A chance for Scuba to
good micro there. Good micro. That was a very nice try.
And then reset for Purpo. Nats.
It's kind of interesting to note too. You guys notice like Scuba likes to play ladder. What just happened, bro? What just unplugged?
We saw how hard it was for even some of these players on the other side of things to try.
My cats are going crazy in the background, bro.
So credit to Nats for showing again that brilliance.
You got the dash, the TP, actually the TP from Ethan as well.
You notice how Nats played ladder? Like Scuba did this as well.
It's a miracle.
I think that this is really good if you know that the enemy's pathing is like into sight. You can kind of pivot into those fights and backstab. But if they're like actually attacking you head on, it can be a pretty bad spot. You have catch, show end of game.
Look to try and take this A side, but once again, Nats is here. This man is present. The Dark gonna reveal a little
great
bit of
dart timing.
Everything. That's big though.
Great dart timing.
Marta on the swing out. Oh, that's beautiful from Marta. Basically saving them. I thought Liquid were teed up.
Purpo goes crazy, bro. What the fuck?
Systematic destruction in his hands.
Bro, he's just standing in the open. He kills both.
Probably scratching their heads. Purpo.
How do you know based on previous rounds this game if they pass straight?
At some point.
You would do it just based on prep.
There we go.
Kind of choose your angle based on prep. But I mean, if you have 3 people here, like 1 person playing ladder is gonna like default kind of be good anyway.
But caught on the back pedal.
Wow.
Yeah. Really looking for Liquid to reset. It looked like Wayne was halfway out of the site here towards a rotation. Orb will go up here. Wayne, can he catch?
Oh, he's so close now. He's got a really good idea, but the timing. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Scuba. How are you checking that?
And
You're a lucky
just
boy.
Slipping through. A little bit of a delay there as well on the kill, but Scuba with a fantastic catch.
I just got to see Purpo's shots again.
Thank fuck.
Because it felt like with that dart coming in,
yeah.
but then Marta bailing them out, but then Purpo answers right back. This is unbelievable.
Purpo's shots here are crazy, man. Would have been a 2v5 if they converted.
Beautiful stuff.
Gulp. yo, that looks funny. What did I miss? I'm kind of late today. Not too much, Sana. It's been pretty close, though.
Okay,
it's been pretty close.
We were talking about
bit of a back and forth.
Play, right? Kiko's got his, Marta's got his. On the other side, Purpo's managed to get theirs early, but they don't really have the buy behind it. He's got a Vandal.
Popped the vent.
That's it.
Quick glance out to mid. Nothing spotted here, but Liquid's still going to try and make a little bit of pressure.
Make noise here. Come back, refight A main. Getting smoke. We're not getting in smoke.
No chance of Mivu potentially getting his ultimate here. Actually catching the paranoia. It's a big piece of info that Liquid were about.
Now, do they just hard go stack B? Sadok, when he was IGLing, he would always go into the place where the enemy pushed.
Supportive smoke here from Wayne. Gonna allow Nats.
Always.
A little window.
No matter what.
Like that.
So if you faked like an aggression and then you would just like chill on A site, you would always hit in.
There, just being really heads up about it all. It's a quick rotation from Team Liquid.
And I mean,
completely out of this one.
The classic.
Super slippery work.
Great catch on the rotation. That's
good call,
very
NRG.
Yeah, they've made it here exceptionally quick, so might be in a little bit of trouble for Kiko there. Yeah, he is. Going to be punished by Nats. Going to need to see a bit more to get my attention in this round, as NRG should, if they don't go walking into smokes or not checking their corners.
Nats is still doing damage.
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
Still a rifle here for Purpo.
Yeah, I'm paying
wow,
attention.
Camo.
I'm very much
Camo and Wayne play that perfectly, by the way.
Suddenly we're in a 1v3 that should never have been. And Liquid have
and
made
Nat's playing it perfectly to stay alive as well.
And Braun can't do anything about
wow.
it.
What a sick round by both teams, honestly.
They're close, but they've got it.
That was fucking nice, bro. He just sits here literally forever waiting for his teammate to take attention. Comes out smoke on timing as soon as his teammate takes aggro. Fucking nice, bro.
And Kiko just caught on the cloud burst.
You saw that shit, right? He's just sitting there staring minimap edge of smoke. Just waiting.
Switch in several different positions here.
That was amazing, I won't lie. They were so active this round. Mid push, come back, look to fight A, wrap back for a fast flank.
Yeah, a couple of like 3 or 4
perfect little micro situation.
Very well
afterward, fucking clean, bro.
We're getting this quality game
completely open A site.
Great calling, great approaches. Ults on either side. But look at the surround here. This is not comfortable for NRG, so they want some safety. They want to carve the path. Ults back and forth. A little bit of chip.
Honestly, I feel like Brock usually wins that. Usually kills one there.
Actually.
Friendly fire.
Yeah, that's a little rough for Nats.
That's down to 18 HP.
And ooh, Camo, that had to have been quick from his side of things. So a 4v4 post plant. Kiko's got his ult out.
Is this Nat's ult even really good? I feel like it gives NRG so much like comfort to focus on backside.
Liquid still
they kind of just sat still though and died, bro. They kind of just let him like wrap, into them, no? I feel like when you see this side, like the bottom side of the pyramids get smoked for you from the Viper ult, obviously this is scary. They could come out this side. I feel like they have to force the fight onto the other side. Take timing whenever they want out, you know, the side of the ult. They can get close. But yeah, from NRG's perspective, you just have to get active.
NRG towards B side.
AT&T.
Camo and Wayne on the chopping block here.
I believe so, yeah.
And we're seeing this many stingers. Yeah, I think they're considering the pit.
All right, we're gonna do a fast trap.
They get the opportunity for it though, right? Like, is that even something they can try and bank on. Camo is here. Wayne's paranoid.
Entry again into front side.
Look at this crunch. Liquid
look at this. Camo gets a lot of space off this because the scaling is always into mid side.
But it's one out by Liquid again. This
and Liquid loves to play choke here. Oh my god. Well done.
Liquid full standing.
Couple of low sense checks there.
All of us thought it was our internet connection issue. Well, I mean, the thing that's weird, right, is like, whenever those issues have been happening for me recently, it's like the stream never has any issue on my side. So I wonder if it's like a Twitch problem. I don't know. Like a Twitch problem or my routing to Twitch servers.
Running out of mouse pad for sure. This one could effectively
decide
it here. Will be Liquid potentially finding 12 and NRG off.
It's a really important round for NRG. They've gone into basically just straight up slow siege A split. They don't care if the enemy team knows. They're just going to go A.
Take him out of the equation. Liquid held back by CT. It's all very one-dimensional on the play back through. Miniboo trying to be slippery on this.
Neon is so OP, man.
It's going to be Parpo putting up some numbers, but NRG brute.
Well done, well done. Expected a timeout, not going to lie. I was thinking the exact same. NRG doing Andrew's orb. Yeah, I think that orb is good, especially if you plan on doing an A split.
Got to be conscious that Mada could be here so quickly into main and have a TP.
Andrews talked about this orb a lot. God damn. Yeah, just like it cuts off a lot of the sight lines, like throughout the site. Usually people want to put like orbs like this in like kind of jiggle areas to open up gaps, right? If you're a site player, you feel like they could go through this, etc., etc. But I think there's a lot of value in orbs that are like here. Example.
I don't get it. Like, give me the replay. Let me see that one again. But it's gonna be the battle of the doors.
There's a lot of useful Viper utility on this map. Okay, like
Team Liquid avenge their fallen teammate, but it ain't over yet. If Marta is up and breathing, I will always pay it just enough.
Man, the Euro ult also makes this so easy for them. They know both, and Camo can get whatever position he wants.
And Marta's found them. Gonna go 1-for-1 on the trade, and Brook
Camo's a little too fast here, I won't lie, bro.
He has been clutch as hell.
He sold this 2v1.
Back in action, baby. NRG are up to 10. Show me that start.
Yeah, I was going to say, it just explodes on the back of this opener. On the flash, a little late, actually. Just ahead of it. Again, Purpo looking
like, once he gets dinked there, too, like, especially, you know you have aggro. Can you see how Camo should play the 2v1? So, his jiggle fight on Brock is completely fine. Okay.
We'll see investment, though.
But they've won rounds with Smoke. It's great from NRG. But Miniboo?
But it's not an overall... It's like spikes.
Just catch this pressure.
Spikes, right?
Soaked it up for now. Pop flash turned. Back into the action. 1-for-1 we go. Down to a 3v2. Kiko's the one to be the difference. But Nats...
Still not back?
Where is Nats? Kiko's attention. I saw him turn just to look behind. And that awareness hasn't yet been stopped. Right? Like they've now done this a couple of times. Hasn't yet been stopped. Right? Like they've now done this a couple of times. And it's felt sketchy. Don't get me wrong.
Take that off my second monitor.
1v1s between Brock and
no tweet that you are live. True. I did not tweet that I was live.
There's repetition now.
The one thing I think NRG are going to excel
in versus NRG.
Some of these chaotic rounds
T2 versus T1.
You know, 3v3 fights, 2v2 fights. They're so much cleaner on these trades. Whereas Miniboo, yeah, again, happy to go forward, find a scrappy kill here and there, but how often do we see him find the first blood? Not necessarily overstep a little bit, but he's traded so quickly.
Welcome back.
Curious now if NRG coming out of this timeout are just going to full commit here. You can see the pings and the investment from Scuba.
Damn, bro.
Like you said, that point of weakness.
Oh, it's like fully turned off the stream and turned it back on.
It's one thing to know it might be coming. It's another to try and handle it, right? That's what I want to see. What is the game plan now from Liquid in this timeout?
I didn't even restart it, I'm going to be honest. It restarted, I'm going to be honest. It restarted itself.
But Hunter's Fury and Scuba's got Camo.
He's got tag as well.
Oh dear, that could be everything. Brock's just absolutely battered them. That was
Man, and we were watching an absolute comeback here.
From Liquid to play a bit more aggressive, a bit more attentive.
Watching an absolute comeback here.
From Liquid to play a bit more aggressive, a bit more attentive.
Is it down again?
The paranoia
oh,
here, but
now I have like PTSD.
On the peak.
Okay.
Full 5v3 for NRG. Purpo and Mini Boost still.
Did you see how NRG won last round? No, I didn't. I'm not gonna lie. Now we have ads. Now we have ads. Oh, jeez.
You're gonna need some big shots here.
I have the ads on the lowest setting.
On the first,
yeah.
They're just stacked up.
That spacing is good here. Mini Boo got one.
But unfortunately, you always have to have some sort of automatic ads.
Mike, you said it perfectly. They've got that system just down here. And that's once again last alive. He was obviously trying to keep control of the rest of the map, putting faith in all other players on his side, but now it's down to him. This could be 12 for NRG.
All G run ads, bro.
Spamming out the smoke, gonna see Brock towards main, he's caught, and he is dead. NRG, they found a pressure point, and they are not relenting.
He's just dismantled this aggression once more. 4 in a row. Like I said, the buy back in here from Liquid. Okay, well, you can't really fault Cam on that. I didn't exactly catch the timing, but
all right.
Scuba with daylight robbery.
Match point.
Yeah.
At point, I guess.
4 in a row. And now the problem, you can see that NRG already reading this in nice deep